So what's good, TMG fam? It's your boy L, and I'm back with another reaction. How y'all feel? Welcome back to the channel. Salute. Now listen, this video here, which is the 15 mysterious doors that can never be open. Now, for some people, an unlocked door is an invitation. For some people, for some of us, a locked door means I need to stay out of there. It's a reason, and I don't want to end up on the front page of no newspaper. You get me? I don't want to be headlines on no news station. You get me? All right, so some people believe unlocked doors, and some people are like, locked doors, I ain't messing with them. You know what I mean? Either way, your belief is your belief in these doors, and I want y'all to be safe, all right? But we're going to figure out why these mysterious doors, or what could possibly be the reason that they can never be open. All right. So if you're new to the channel, man, hit that subscribe button. Join the fam. All right. Moment of silence for the haters. That's enough. Now run the lights up. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Here we go.
Haunted castles or pirates' buried treasures. But what if I told you there are places like that today in real life? Some are hidden and secret. Some are protected by military.
See what our curiosity does to us?
From a hotel designed to kill its guests to Pablo Escobar's post-mortem surprise, here are 15 mysterious doors that can never be opened. Number 15. Padmanabhaswamy Temple. The Padmanabhaswamy Temple is a hot spot for supernatural activities in India. It was built in the 6th century AD, and since then it has been reformed by the Travancore royal family. It's important to note that the Travancores are believed to be the direct descendants of a saint, which gives them a lot of mystical power. In 2011, a group of 7 men decided to excavate under the temple to look for a secret treasure believed to be there. They discovered 6 huge vaults protected by strong doors made out of iron.
Bro, you get through that door right there, you should already have in your mind or be prepared to face something that could take you out of this world. You know what I mean? Something that could probably end your life. Like, look at the door. Snakes, dragons, possibly, whatever this is. The head at the top of it with the tongue sticking out. None of this screams positivity to me. Like, when I open it up, I'm going to be greeted by something. So, no. It looks like I'm going to be greeted by death when I open up this door, man. So you have to understand that and know that walking into this door.
What they found inside was greater than what anyone could have ever imagined. There were hundreds of bags full of ancient gold coins, diamonds, gemstones, jewelry. There was one door that remained unopened, though. As hard as they tried, nothing was moving. Very quickly, everyone involved in the expedition realized that they should have never opened these doors. The leader of the group died prematurely months later.
What I say, looking at that door. And I know a lot of y'all like, L, yeah, we with you, L. We wouldn't, look at that door. Exactly, fam. No way.
And an observer tragically lost his mother soon after.
Wow.
These men were cursed. Legend has it the last door couldn't be opened because it was sealed by sages using Naga Pasam mantras, aka Serpent Noose. That means no amount of power tools will ever open it. There's one person that knows what is inside that vault, a living descendant of the Travancore family, but he has sealed his lips forever. Before we go on, like this video, smash the subscribe button and click the notification bell right now, or this centipede will crawl on your face when you're sleeping. Number 14. Emperor Qin's Secret Tomb. Emperor Qin's underground mausoleum was discovered in 1974 by 5 brothers. Guarding the actual tomb were 7,000 terracotta warriors to protect their master for all eternity. And at the gates of the chamber, traps were made that would fire arrows into anyone who dared to enter. With such a display of aggression, would you still go inside? The 5 brothers did. but they soon regretted it. They started feeling some discomfort at the site, and after the excavation, they all, sooner rather than later, suffered an untimely death. In the Terracotta Warrior's Chamber, there's a simulation of the two rivers of China, but it's believed that what ran through them wasn't water, but liquid mercury, which would have killed anyone who stepped foot in there. And if not kill, at least drive them mad forever. The doors to the tomb where the Emperor's remains are have never been opened. Nobody knows what could be behind them. Historic records say it's the richest tomb of all time. They say inside it there are palaces filled with treasures. Qin was the first emperor of China. He ascended to the throne at only age 13. And
What's good is what good is treasure if you can't enjoy it though? You know what I mean? You gotta open that door. As soon as you open it, you might see a bright white light. You know what I mean? And never recover from that. What good is it? Yeah, that goes back to the old saying, you know, all money ain't good money.
And he immediately started building his mysterious tomb. It took 38 years and 700,000 workers to complete it. Number 13. Murder Hotel. H.H. Holmes is believed to be the most prolific serial killer in the United States. He admitted to 27 victims, but everyone thinks it was closer to 200. How could he have killed so many people? Well, he built a murder hotel, literally. His hotel was designed to lure in the victims, confuse them, kill them, and finally dispose of the bodies. There were rooms that were gas chambers, others had buckets of acid, most doors could only be opened from the outside, and some led to a solid wall. Lots of rooms were soundproof to drown the horrific screams of the victims, and there were chutes everywhere to throw the corpses to the basement just like trash. There were irregular floors to make you stumble and feel dizzy. There were stairs going nowhere. The entire place was like a death labyrinth, and only Holmes knew the floor plan of the hotel. He actually hired many different architects to do different parts of it so nobody would know the whole design. In the basement, he disposed of the bodies, sometimes by burning them, sometimes by burying them in quicklime ditches. When he was arrested, the police found there human hair, bones, dried blood, and lots of utensils to dismember a human corpse. I've heard of 6 serial killers before, but this one sure wins the prize. Number 12. The Taj Mahal's basement. There have been many disputes over the years about the true origin of the Taj Mahal. Some believe the official story that it was made in 1832 by the Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan in the memory of his beloved wife Mumtaz Mahal. But some people believe that the structure used to be a place of worship for Lord Shiva. There are also others who think it was built as a mosque. All these different hypotheses are very difficult to prove or disprove because only a very small portion of the palace is even open to the public. There is, however, a very mysterious door that leads to the basement of Mumtaz's tomb, which has been sealed for a very long time. But it's raised a lot of concern because of the paranormal activity. They say that the door leads to the actual tomb, and what the public can visit is just a copy. If that's the case, why go through so much trouble to replicate an entire tomb? What could possibly be down there? Many people have petitioned to open that door, but it's always been denied.
Curiosity again, rearing its head. That like when you see you don't have access to something, it just burns inside of you, and you just gotta figure out why. What's behind there? No, man. Like them dudes in the first video, fam. You could be cursed going down there. Maybe sometime the door's locked for your own good, bro. Just accept that.
Could it be haunted by Mumtaz's spirit? What do you think? Number 11. Treasure under Machu Picchu. Thierry Jaman, a well-known French archaeologist, has recently discovered a door that was never seen before at the Machu Picchu site. Thanks to new electromagnetic equipment, Jaman revealed that the door leads to a hidden chamber behind the walls. This could possibly be a tomb. If that's the case, then they might find there lots of gold and silver, but we can't know for sure. And that's because the Peruvian government is doing everything possible to keep Jaman from opening that door. But why? The door seems to have been sealed by the Incas themselves, and they appear to have never been opened since. So what does the government know that we don't? They finally agreed to let Jaman use his equipment to see what's inside the chamber without having to open it. He discovered a staircase, 2 entrances, and a main room filled with big quantities of unknown metals. He also discovered that the stones sealing the door only serve as a lock, and taking them away wouldn't cause the ruins above it to crumble. But nevertheless, the permission to excavate was once again denied. Not only that, but they have sealed the area around the door so that it's impossible now to even get close to it. What are they protecting? Or what are they protecting us from? Number 10. Onkalo Nuclear Waste Facility. The Onkalo Nuclear Waste Facility is still under construction. The project consists of finding a way to permanently store nuclear waste. For that, they have built a storage facility that can last between 100,000 and 1 million years, which is the time it takes for nuclear waste to stop being radioactive. Nobody has ever been able to get even remotely close to that goal. Most of today's nuclear waste is stored in temporary facilities that have leakage problems and are quickly becoming a hazard. But the Onkalo project seems to have all the solutions.
Actually, this is a very interesting site.
It is being built in Finland, and it's the only project that offers a permanent way to deal with radioactive nuclear waste. Although, if the Earth is still inhabited by human beings in 1 million years, how do we warn them of not opening the site? If we carve a sign in the entrance, it might not be visible anymore. And who knows, maybe the humans of the future will have long forgotten our languages. So the Finnish team opted for a very peculiar solution: to do nothing. Their argument is that humans always find it very difficult to fight the urge of curiosity, especially when there's a
How many times have I said that throughout this video, bro?
danger sign. So they simply decided to make the facility invisible, hidden inside a rocky mountain where nobody would think to go digging. Number 9.
It's actually pretty smart, but you're really banking on nobody going digging there. So, you know what I mean? And I don't know, man. We always seem to stumble upon something. What makes that place any different? So I get their reasoning behind it, you know, but they should also have a backup plan just in case somebody does stumble upon it and what's going to keep them from digging.
Pablo Escobar's safe.
Yes.
Pablo Escobar has been dead for years, but he still manages to amaze us. He had a mansion in Miami Beach that now belongs to Christian de Boudoir, the king of fried chicken. When he was demolishing Escobar's house to build his own, the workers found an iron cast safe underneath the concrete foundation. The safe is about 2 feet by 2 feet and weighs around 700 pounds. Christian thinks it contains gold or diamonds and said jokingly that Pablito is now his new best friend. It wouldn't be a surprise if they find a forgotten fortune. Pablo was known for hiding piles of cash anywhere he could, inside couches, walls, or just holes in the garden. I mean, it's not like he could do a deposit at the bank. They even found another safe at the mansion under a slab of marble floor, but that one was stolen immediately and the police are still investigating the theft. Richard plans to place the safe in a bank vault until the works of his new house are finished. But just in case there are more secret safes, the site is now under 24/7 surveillance. They also
I always say these are the ones we know about. A lot of that stuff that was discovered of Pablo, people just tucked it and they ain't say nothing, kept going. Now my question to y'all is, y'all still think it's a lot out there? I do. Maybe not a lot, but it's still something out there. He stashed it everywhere, bro. And just imagine how much money. Go look at some of those, like, those movies where they talk about, those documentaries where they talk about him. Bro, it was insane how much money he was clocking, how much he was making. It was insane amounts, just unrealistic amounts of money. So, of course, yes, he was putting it all over the place. I still think it's more out there.
plan to search the entire grounds around the mansion. He paid for the land $9.65 million, but at this rate, who knows? Maybe he'll find enough cash stashed at the property to get his money back.
Facts.
Number 8. Sphinx Hall of Records. Legend has it that underneath the Great Sphinx of Giza lays a colossal library that holds ancient texts written by refugees from the lost city of Atlantis. It was a clairvoyant that saw it in a vision back in the 40s. Atlantis is a mythical city that supposedly existed in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. Lots of people have gone mad trying to find any proof of its existence. The giant lion with a human head has also always been a mystery. Very little is known of who built it, what it means, or how it relates to the nearby pyramids. The world's leading expert in Egyptology spent many years mapping out every square inch of the statue and every cave underneath it looking for the library, called the Hall of Records. But it was all in vain. Ironically, in one of the digs nearby the Sphinx, he did find a forgotten city, but it turned out to be the accommodations for the people who were working on building the giant statue. No signs were ever found of either the Hall of Records or the city of Atlantis, although lots of people still spend their entire lives trying to find them. Number 7. Fabergé egg in a Preston bank vault. Fabergé eggs are extremely rare and priceless. They belonged to the Russian royal family and only 52 were ever made. Officially, just 46 survived the revolution. Most of the eggs are now in museums around the world, and the Queen of England owns 3. But rumor has it some of them are being kept in secret. And one egg is believed to be sitting in a bank vault in Preston, UK. How'd it end up there? Well, the vault belonged to Dr. Maxwell Wilcock, who was a traveler and who visited the Soviet Union several times.
I just think they shouldn't have released that type of information. You know what I mean? Just to keep that bank safe and those people who work there safe, because it'll turn into like an Italian job. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, his family believes he was actually a spy. He often talked about owning a mysterious golden egg, and he was a close friend with its last known owner. When Maxwell died, his family found very strange things in his home, like thousands of pounds stuffed in his pajamas and very mysterious objects. When they found out about the bank vault, they naturally thought that the egg was there, and considering it could sell for $38 million, they became obsessed with opening that vault. Except the vault will never be opened. Dr. Maxwell didn't arrange for anyone to have access to it after his death, so the bank refuses to let anyone open it. So the Maxwell family might very well be sitting on a small fortune that they just can't put their hands on.
That's gotta hurt right there. That's gotta sting.
Number 6. Mysterious Rock and the Gates of the Gods. The Gate of the Gods is a door carved into stone in a Peruvian region near Lake Titicaca. It measures exactly 23 feet in height and width, with a smaller opening at the bottom. It doesn't lead anywhere, but it's believed to be a gateway to the land of the gods. The Native American people of the area say that only great heroes can pass through it to join their gods and become immortal. On the right side of the small entrance, there's a circular carving that is supposedly the keyhole, and the key is a gold disc. Legend says there was an Incan priest who was escaping the Spanish conquistadors and he had the golden key, so he walked for days and nights until he reached the gate. But it was protected by a group of shaman, and upon seeing the key, they all performed a magical ritual that opened the gateway. Then a tunnel appeared and a blue light came out of it, and they all left this earth forever, never to be seen again. It's one of the most mysterious gates in the world. Maybe still today it's being guarded by a group of shaman. We just might not be able to see them. Number 5.
Wow.
Svalbard Global Seed Vault. Imagine a vault near the North Pole, and inside it, all the seeds in the world lying there frozen.
Now, we're familiar with this one. We've seen this one on a video, bro, and I just think this is just super dope. You know what I mean? The whole idea and thought process around this to me is dope.
Forever. Well, it exists. It's the Svalbard Seed Vault. It was built in an island halfway between Norway and the North Pole, and it's designed to withstand any natural disaster ever. Human beings have been freezing seeds and crops for a long time now for safekeeping, so that if a disaster happens or famine creeps up on us, we can replant and rebuild our society. It's kind of like a backup hard drive with all your pics and videos, but for crops. In other similar facilities, there's the danger of the fridges malfunctioning or the power being cut off for whatever reason. But the Svalbard vault runs without electricity. The thick rock it was carved into and the permafrost of the area surrounding it keeps the precious seeds frozen naturally. It's even been made to survive ocean flooding. This majestic facility can store 4.5 million varieties of crop, and for each crop, they keep 500 seeds. Currently, it holds the biggest and most diverse collection of food crops in the world at 1 million samples from all corners of the world. So, in case of a zombie apocalypse, you know where to go to find the seeds for your favorite burger side.
I was just about to say, in case of some type of, like he was saying, a zombie apocalypse or something else, you need to be writing down the name of this and the location so you have it and you know where you gotta head to. All right? You know where you gotta head to.
Number 4. Area 51.
Oh yeah.
Area 51 is a military facility in Nevada, United States, and it is arguably the most secure Air Force base in the world. Nobody from the general public is allowed anywhere near it, and what goes on inside is up to your imagination because it is top secret. It's even illegal to fly over it, and on Google Earth, there used to be a convenient cloud over it. Day and night, always the same cloud. Area 51 is...
Which lets me know if it ain't there no more, I hadn't checked, but if it ain't there no more, that means they've relocated.
Close to 2 other classified military bases, and the entire complex covers more than 2.9 million acres of land. Originally, it was built in 1955, but the CIA acknowledged its existence only in 2013.
I had affidavits of people that worked at the base, and the government would deny the existence of them.
Area 51 has always been used to develop cutting-edge aircrafts and the most advanced espionage programs in the world. But the common consensus of what goes on there is very different. In 1947, supposedly, a UFO landed in Roswell, New Mexico, and it's believed that both the aircraft and the extraterrestrial pilots were taken to Area 51 for examination. The rumors got a lot stronger when, in 1989, a man named Robert Lazar claimed to have been involved in studying alien technology there. He was also shown medical photographs of the aliens. So what do you think? Do you think the government is hiding something from us? Number 3. Banff Springs Hotel Room 873. The Fairmount Banff Springs is one of the oldest hotels in Canada. It certainly is very beautiful, but it has a very dark and gruesome secret. The urban legend says that some time ago, a family of 3 stayed at room 873 on the 8th floor. They were a very loving and normal family, nothing strange or deranged about them. But during their first night at the hotel, for no apparent reason, the father violently murdered his wife and child before killing himself. The hotel is in a very remote location in the middle of inaccessible mountains, so the story didn't spread around the world. But maybe it should have. After police investigation, the room was cleaned and refurbished, and soon after, it opened to guests again. But every single person that slept in that room was woken up in the middle of the night by horrific screams. Bloody...
And I wonder if they know. And I know people will be like, yeah, it probably was on the news, but still, some people don't pay attention to the news, so they probably didn't know, fam. Like, imagine going to a hotel and you not knowing, and you get booked into that room, and now you start feeling some type, and you feeling, bro, they gonna need to give you more than a refund on your money if those effects are permanent or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, come on, bro. I can't believe they did that.
But maybe it should have. After police investigation, the room was cleaned and refurbished, and soon after, it opened to guests again. But every single person that slept in that room was woken up in the middle of the night by horrific screams. Bloody handprints appeared on the mirrors and walls that would always re-emerge after the hotel staff cleaned them. After a while, the hotel had no choice but to seal room 873. There were too many complaints. You can still see today the unusual gap between doors 871 and 875, where a door should be. And if you ask the staff about it, they keep their heads down and don't reply. Someone is forbidding them to speak. Number 2. Charlottesville, Virginia, USA. The Charlottesville bunker is surrounded by secrecy, and it's a very expensive project. There are many bunkers all over the US to protect military and government officials from any kind of attack or natural disaster, even from a nuclear war. But this one's a little special. Since 2007, it has undergone renovations costing more than $61 million, and only the president and very high-ranking officials would be allowed in, not even their spouses. The bunker holds medical facilities, a TV studio for eventual post-attack broadcasts, enough food to last for months, living quarters, and probably top-secret documents in case the White House is destroyed.
These are hollowed-out mountains with small cities built inside.
Bunkers are very rarely used. The one under the White House was only used once by Dick Cheney during 9/11. I seem to recall an incident last year with that bunker. Anyway, the government is still investing millions of dollars to keep building new ones. What are they preparing for? What do they know that we don't? It's really scary to think that one day the only people that'll survive will be the ones that could make it to a bunker. Don't you
See, we need to get together and build our own, y'all.
think? Number 1.
Some of y'all may already have one, so let your boy. That's why we family. You gotta let me know so I know where to come to.
North Brother Island. North Brother is an island on the East River that sits right across from Rikers Correctional Facility. It holds the ruins of a hospital that was used for treating infectious diseases. They chose to put the hospital on an island to prevent the diseases from spreading to the city. It was completely abandoned since the early 70s, and today, nature has reclaimed it, making it look haunted and mysterious. It was abandoned very abruptly, almost like if one day everyone there just stood up and walked away. Everything is still there. Desks, lamps, bathtubs. The place still smells like a hospital, and on the area around it, you can see lampposts sticking up through the trees and weeds, and you can make out the old roads that were there. The island now looks like how the world would end up if all the human beings suddenly disappear. There's also a creepy abandoned theater, a chapel, and, of course, a morgue. The island's history is riddled with pain and death. In 1904, a steamship suddenly burst into flames, and in the days after, 1,021 bodies washed ashore the island. Nowadays, it is absolutely illegal to visit it, unless of course you have a special permit, and even then you have to be escorted by a tour guide. As you can see, the world is full of strange and secret places.
I agree. You know what I mean? And the craziest one thing out of this is that bunker, bro, that they ain't gonna let us into. So if we got a bunker that I don't know about, y'all know of one, or we need to build one, let's get together, let's do it, man. I'm with it. You know what I mean? We gotta have somewhere to go too. They can't just leave us out. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, man, this was 15 mysterious doors that can never be open. Y'all get at me and let me know how y'all feel about this. I know it excited some of y'all's curiosity, so let me know what you think, and stick around and stay tuned, man. Till next one, I'm gone. Peace.